So we've all been there. You show up to the studio, you have a model, you start taking photos, but something is missing. Now, usually it comes down to the post, but that's not to say that the model is bad as much as it is about communication. At the end of the day, photography is a collaborative effort. Now, what I want to do in today's video is actually break down some of the tips that I use to get the most out of models when it comes to posing. Starting off with easy poses that work pretty much in any scenario, and building up to more editorial and a little more difficult poses that can still make your photos look amazing. So let's get started. One of the most important things in portrait and fashion photography is actually posing, because posing can tell you how the image actually feels. If the model is loose and maybe a little more movements going on, it feels more commercial. If the models and the poses are a little bit more structured and it feels like more sharp edges, that can lean into editorial and even high fashion. And if you completely throw structure out of the window, you start leaning into more fine art territory. But before we get into posing or any of that, one of the most important things to understand is that photography and photo shoots are a collaboration. You don't want to walk into a studio and start demanding things and start trying to control everything, because at the end of the day, models are people, not crops. And the thing about photography too is that when somebody is uncomfortable in front of the camera, you can sort of feel it in the photos themselves. So one of the things that I really like to do whenever I meet a new model is just ask them about their day. You know, just break the ice some way, make a joke, because you want to bring that human element back into them. You know, when you first meet somebody, just like in a social event for school or work, it is always a little bit stiff, but you want to get past that phase as fast as you possibly can, because that's how you get the most out of your model. So now let's talk about the actual portraits, and the way that I like to think about it is in 3 stages. Starting off with stage number 1, which is the safe poses. Now, safe poses are the poses that you're gonna basically have your model to start into, you know, because a lot of photographers make the mistake of basically trying to start the whole shoot editorial and going straight for the hardcore poses. But I like to think that to build that rapport and you start getting that confidence up from the model from the start, it really helps to set up example poses. So now I want you to do your chin down a tiny bit, but still look at me. Perfect, that's great. 3, 2, 1. Okay, cool. All right, so I want to try some stuff with like your hands. So maybe put your hand by your face. You can lean into it, so we get a little bit of that cheek lift in there. You can do cutie patootie faces, and you can always look in different directions. Do all that sort of stuff. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. So something that we can do instead of saying pose is give action. So I like to say, you know, play with your jacket, play with your color on your shirt, maybe shift the weight on your feet. Give actual direction instead of just telling them to pose, because pose doesn't mean anything, and pose ends up looking pose. So now how about we play a little bit with your shirt? So maybe let's pop the color of the shirt so we can have a little bit of, and then maybe, yeah, that's that right there. Are you looking at me? Small movements work really well here. So lean against the wall, you know, check your shoes, look down for a second. This kind of direction gives the model a lot to play with. Now, another little key or tip that I want to put in here is that you should show your model a few good photos right as you start, because if they're good photos, the model will more than likely be really confident and actually help kind of progress the shoot faster and kind of build that model confidence a lot easier. Now let's move on to stage 2. This is where posing becomes a little bit more intentional. What we're looking for here is more structure, having more angles, and actually playing with movement a little bit in our frame. One of the ways to do that is by adding a little bit of 3-dimension, is what I like to call. So 3-dimension doesn't always mean having somebody that's like reaching out like this into the lens. It can also just be the way that bodies are posed. So one thing that I try to avoid is having a straight up angle of somebody, because they're all on one plane. As soon as you start putting in the shoulder and you start creating that 3-dimensionality, your photo becomes instantly more attractive to the eye, which is what we want. So for this, we're gonna be a little bit more exaggerated with our movement. So all the stuff you were doing before was great, but just a little bit more emphasis on it. Almost like if you were to push it exactly like that, look through, yeah, your eyes like that, that's perfect. Gonna get a little closer to your eyes. So maybe do like almost like you have the Batman cape on, right? You don't have to do the movement. You can just stay there, yeah. Perfect. And then play around there. That's great. Because sometimes showing less is more. Now, in stage 2 is where I also like to almost bring in some props. And props can be anything from chairs to walls, anything that the model can interact with. And the reason why we do that is because sometimes a model can run out of poses. You know, the shoots can go on for a couple hours. They're like, I don't know what to do now. What I like to do is bring in a chair, because automatically there's things to do. You know, you can lay your hand on the chair, on the armrest. There's a lot of things to play with when you have props. Almost like if you were facing back and I grab your shoulder and pull it forward and look towards you. You can also get a little funky with the poses, with the camera angles too. Just adding a little bit extra dimension to your photos, whether that's crazy or not, it always just helps a little bit. Now, not all the photos are gonna look great if you start getting crazy with your camera angles, but it's just about experiment. Even if the model stays in the same pose and you move your camera with it, that's usually something you can always spell. Yeah, and then maybe put your arms up. Let's start doing some of this. Yep. Yes, look towards the light. In this stage, I also like to use references a lot. So one thing that I do before every single shoot is I go to Pinterest or Google or whatever it is you'd like to use and just gather a bunch of images that make sense and have a theme, right? And you want to send these back and forth between the model and you just to create a idea of what they're going to actually see when you get to the studio. And it just helps make everything go easier because if you ever get stuck during the day, you can just pull it out and be like, oh, okay, yeah, we can do this pose that I found online. So now you and the model have become officially friends. And this is where the final stage actually begins because you're actually collaborating more. She's throwing ideas out, I'm throwing ideas out. We're sitting on the floor, we're standing on the ceiling. It is insane what we can get up to here. Now at this point in the photo shoot, I also like to ask the model for a suggestion. What are some things she wants to try? Does she want to do close-up? Does she want to do medium shot, full body shot? What is the thing that actually drives her? What kind of shots does she want to get here at this shoot today? And I guess at the end of the day, that's what this is all about. So good portraits don't come from just memorizing a bunch of different poses. It actually comes down from creating an environment where you and the model feel comfortable, and more specifically that the model feels comfortable experimenting with you. Now, next time you step into a studio, don't just expect to jump into the editorial stuff. I like to think that you can build the confidence as the photo shoot goes, and eventually you will get to the point where all of your images are just bangers after bangers. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Juan Pablo, and we will catch you next time.